Hello and welcome to Lavinia Tours. And this is the whole story. Once upon a time, Tilly and her friends were stuck for things to do. They were wandering through the woods when suddenly Tilly found herself all alone. "Where is everyone?" she asked the trees. She heard her friend shouting, "This way!" and saw them waving at her from an open door in the forest floor. "Follow me," they said, and so she did. Tilly followed the sound of her friend's excited chatter as she walked through a dark tunnel. It ended with a large door that had a sign saying, "Don't forget to fly." Tilly didn't have any wings, and as she could see where she was going, she lowered herself down to the floor. Her friends had decided to visit the magical fairyland and go on the Lavinia tours. So they bought tickets and hired some wings, and they were ready to go. Over the page. The first place they were visiting was an enchanted forest with fairies and trees that spoke to them. They were so excited to have wings that they flew among the trees. And if you look closely, you can see them flying among the trees. Yay! Flying! Over the page. The next stop was the wish factory. The factory tour guides brought them up to the factory gates, and when the gates opened, my word, it should have been running like a clockwork dream. But it was chaos. Wishes floated everywhere. The mice loved it and thought it was jolly good magical fun. And together the friends went full steam ahead, and in a matter of time they caught all the wishes, and soon it was back to normal and running like clockwork. Closing the factory gates, they heard cheering and found themselves in a party. It was King Hopkin's coronation. It was a special day, so they danced. And danced. And danced. And flew right into a blooming meadow full of flowers. Some of the mice got covered in pollen, and the busy bees thought they were very interesting. Very interesting indeed. And they weren't the only ones. They had flown right into the middle of a hootenanny. They thought it was a hoot, so what do? They joined in. They were having great fun until Tilly forgot to fly. Tilly fell through the air into the water below. Her wings were wet and Tilly couldn't swim. Luckily, a mermaid princess heard her and helped Tilly get back to her friends. But you know, Tilly was very cold after her dip underwater. So the fairies took them to Willow's soup kitchen for a warm bowl of magical pumpkin soup. The friends ate it all up using big spoons, and it was yummy. The sky was getting darker, and Tilly still had wet wings. The fairies took the mice to a bonfire display. The bonfire was started by a flying dragon. Tilly's wings slowly started to dry while she watched the bright display of colour with her friends. They were all getting rather tired, so the fairies arranged alternative transport. They were going to be riding on a unicorn. Oh, they were very happy with that. They walked along a dark tunnel lit with twinkling fairy lights towards a familiar-looking door. The fairies were waving goodbye. This was the exit. As you go through the door, you must make a wish, a fairy told them. I wonder what Tilly wished for. Tilly stepped through the door and made her wish. She started to spin and saw golden stars, fairies, dragons and castles, and lots more. Finally, the spinning stopped. Tilly opened one eye and sighed. Her wish had come true. After all the adventure on the Lavinia tours, Tilly had wished for her bed. So now she was tucked up in bed and ready to dream, because we know every dream begins with a wish. The end. Thank you for your company on the Lavinia tours. Bye!